Okay, I'm Caitlin. I'm gonna make my first YouTube video of more of a vlog form YouTube video. And this video is gonna be on PA school interviews in virtual form. So a lot of the interviews this cycle, I think almost all of them are Zoom. They send you a link and you have to do it from home. You don't get to travel to the schools. And so today will be my fourth Zoom interview. I turned down one school, so I would have had more, but I just wasn't feeling that school. And this is part 2 interview of a series of interviews. So I've already had one with this school, and this is the second part. So hopefully move on from here. And so I just wanted to show how I do the Zoom interview because I feel like I've kind of mastered it. You want to make you look as good as on camera as possible. You want to showcase all the things about yourself and do it from the comfort of your home, but also mimic a interview scenario as if you were to go in with all the pressures and the added stress of that. You still want to be confident in it and not so relaxed at home, because everything matters in an interview. You want to make the best impression possible because you want to get into PA school. I want to get into PA school. I got into PA school already from this, and so I'm happy about that. I'm still doing the interview process, but I wanted to share how it goes. So here we go. So I'm gonna show where I'm doing my interview today. I moved my whole desk to sit here, and then I used this as a backdrop, kind of like that area. It made for a really nice space that didn't have any distractions versus if I sat with this behind me, you would see all of this, and that's not what I'm going for. It's distracting in my opinion. Today I have a setup over here. It is because I'm using a different computer and I have to use a virtual background. So I have my boyfriend's laptop here. I'm using mine to light up this selfie light. Then I'm gonna sit here, and because they require a virtual background, I don't need to move my workspace setup to over here for the wall, since the virtual background will work just fine behind me. So I'm happy about that, and I'll let you guys know how it goes, and I'll show you that setup. But I think investing in the selfie light I think it was like 30 bucks on Amazon. It was something that I wanted to do. I thought, I'm not traveling to schools for interviews. I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on plane tickets or hotels and accommodation. So might as well invest a little bit on a selfie light. And I noticed on some of the Zoom information sessions with other students that the lighting I had was incredible. You could see the crisp clearness of my face. And I think that's, I thought that went a long way. Expression, everything. People aren't so focused on, wow, the grain of this camera is just not great, or, oh, it's so blurry. Other students, it seemed a little muffled, not as crisp and clear, and that was just something that I thought went a little bit further and helped me stand out. So I'm gonna do that again today, and I'll let you guys show you the difference. It has different settings for what looks the best, so once I'm dressed and ready to go, I'll show that. So I've been wearing the same green top and jacket for all my virtual interviews. I feel comfortable and confident in it, but I haven't used it with the green screen. So I'm going to check out that, well, it's not like a technically green screen, but Zoom makes virtual backgrounds. So I need to see if this part will conform with the background. And if it does, I need to change my shirt. To show you guys that I tested out the virtual background and it worked. My green shirt didn't morph in with the background, so we are good to go. I'm excited about that because I like this shirt and my hair is looking good in there. I kind of play around to see if I look shiny or not, or how the setup is. Also, my light over here, I'm gonna play around with it to see which setting I like the most. So that's a cool tone, warm tone. I like that tone. It looks a little bit more natural. And then I can also increase the lighting. I can decrease the lighting. I like it kind of like that. So I think that looks good. We're good to go. It's right here. I can angle it a little bit more towards myself if I want. And I think overall, we're good. I'm finalizing getting ready for my interview. It's in a half hour, so I will log on early so that I can, probably about 5-10 minutes early, probably 5 minutes, but I have everything ready to go. I'm making sure Zoom's working. On my workspace, I have some things I want to reference just to brush up on, just to get in the headspace before the interview. Here's my workspace. I have Zoom ready. I have water ready here. I have questions that I want to ask, like a nice reminder. I remember most of them, just in case. Here I have notes on the program that I took when preparing for the interview, things I like about the program, in case they ask me, why do you want to be part of our program? Like, I have reference stuff. I'm not going to reference this during the interview because it's going to be obvious, but it's nice to refresh 30 minutes before the interview. Then this is the PA interview guidebook that I use to basically crush my interviews. Savannah Perry created the PA platform, and I've used her for mock interviews and this whole book, which I've read twice. And to be honest, it was the game changer. It was so helpful and so informative, and I cannot imagine doing PA interviews without this book because it's the ins and outs and everything to expect. So I'm gonna review some stuff and get in the mindset of this interview and then see how it goes. Okay, so I finished with the interview. I believe it went very well. They had some pretty hard questions compared to the other interviews that I've done. So, but it went great. And now I just wait to hear the results of it. And then we see where we go from here. And yeah, thanks for watching. Yay, YouTube.